Hey guys, alright, it's more companion plants, and this time it's zinnias. Now, I've read all kinds of things about zinnias over the years. I've heard they deter animals, pests from your garden and stuff. I don't know if that's true, but one thing zinnias are really good for is attracting pollinators to your garden. Insects and everything that pollinates the flowers, and that's what you need to actually grow vegetables. The flowers have to be pollinated. But I just want to take you in and show them. Now, up until I turned the camera on, there was all kinds of butterflies and stuff in here. But you can see there's a bumblebee right there. And I did post some pictures on my Facebook page of some of the stuff that was on the flowers a couple weeks ago. But these are a really good plant. And again, all I did with this is I made a bed and I roughed it up with the rake. I broadcast the zinnia seeds, and then I just kind of very lightly roughed it with the rake again. So it was almost like just a broadcast sowing. And wherever they came up, they came up. And I have two varieties. This is just a standard, like run-of-the-mill zinnia that gets these big like pom-pom heads on it. And then I have the seeds that I saved from my zinnias last year, which were Old Mexico, and I didn't have as many, and they're kind of getting crowded out. I actually prefer these. They're not a big fluffy flower, but I think they just have a really interesting, more of a native, natural look to them, which is what I like. Old Mexico is an heirloom zinnia. That's one of the reasons I like it. But it has narrow leaves compared to the, I don't know, run-of-the-mill zinnia. I don't even know what this is called. But it's cultivated more for a big, fluffy flower. Nice red one. But I prefer these little guys, and I planted them all together and kind of crowded out my poor little Old Mexicos. But hopefully they'll make enough seeds so that I'll have more for next year. But there has just been all kinds of stuff in here pollinating these zinnias. And I know I had, somebody had asked me, actually a couple people asked me what you would plant to attract hummingbirds to your garden. And I didn't really know. Just red plants in general red flowers seem to attract hummingbirds, but the hummingbirds have been coming in to these zinnias almost every day, and then they go from there over to my corn and just make their way through the garden and then kind of do their little loop. And so I thought that was kind of neat. I didn't know zinnias attracted hummingbirds, but obviously they do. And it's probably because of these big pink and reddish colored flowers. But I just wanted to share that. Now next year what I'm going to do is I interplanted the marigolds with everything throughout the garden. This whole garden has just got marigolds all throughout it. Probably, I don't know, 500 to 1,000 marigold plants in this 25 by 50 garden. That might be a little high, but there's probably 10 to 20 marigold plants in each bed, and I have 25 beds in this garden, so you can do the math. Next year I'm going to do zinnias and marigolds throughout the whole entire garden, and what that's going to do is the zinnias are going to help bring in the pollinators, and the marigolds, I believe the marigolds help deter garden pests. They seem to. I've had a lot less problems this year with garden pests, and I have marigolds throughout the whole garden. So there's a couple flowers that you can companion plant in your garden. They kind of brighten it up. They fill in the gaps, so it helps retain moisture. And you know, the two combined help to deter pests and attract pollinators. And the zinnias are the pollinator attractor. So there you go. I was going to go through and try and get some video of all the things that were pollinating the zinnias, but they seem to be camera shy, so I guess I won't get to do that. But at least I can tell you about them and give you another option for a plant to put in your garden. It doesn't provide any food, but it's beneficial to have it there. Thanks for watching. Thanks for all the comments and support.